So, yesterday for Taiwan, I watched a film called Warriors of the Rainbow, the first part, like a two-part movie. And first I was suspicious. The title, Warriors of the Rainbow, I didn't quite get it. What type of film would it be? But I was quite impressed. It was pretty amazing. It was released in 2011, and it's directed by John Woo. No, it's not. So for yesterday's challenge, day 5, I got the Taiwan card, so I watched Warriors of the Rainbow. It released in 2011. And I was quite apprehensive about the song. I didn't know what to expect because, the title was a bit, I didn't quite get it. Warriors of the Rainbow, what does that mean? But I did watch it without watching a trailer or anything, and I was impressed. Basically, the film is about tribes in Taiwan, as they call them, uncivilized tribes. The huntsmen, they're hunter-gatherers, they're headhunters. They have lots of opposing tribes, and they chop off their heads and collect them as kind of a prize. So this forest area, mountainous area, is made up of lots of different tribes who all live there, and they each have their own hunting grounds, and if they cross paths, they kind of get into a war. And then one day the Japanese arrived, and they try to civilize these tribes, and they have, they basically try to conquer the land, and they obviously don't treat these Taiwanese tribes fairly. So it's about the clash between not only the tribe within themselves, but the tribes and the Japanese military and the Japanese people who are now living there. And, it is a two-part film. I've only seen the first part, which was already around like 2.5 hours long, or probably even longer than that. It went on a long time. And I had really mixed feelings about the film. On one hand, it was quite beautifully shot and edited. I thought the editing was very good. And I thought the acting was very good. It was interesting hearing, like, tribal language, and most of the Japanese actors were Japanese, which was nice. Some of them weren't, but, it always happens. But I did get confused some parts. It kind of fast forwards in time rather quickly, and I did kind of get lost for a while, but after a while I figured it out. My biggest complaint, and also one of my favorite parts of them, is the music. At times the music was really good, if they had kind of subtle tune, and also they had a swell cliche kind of oriental soundtrack in the background, which I actually really liked, and was fitting for the film because it's this epic film. But there was this one track of this lady singing, and they used it over a fight scene, with also over a narration, and all three of these audios were combined on top of each other, and it really just was too much. And that went on for 10 minutes or something. I just ended up getting really annoyed by it. So it was a mixed package. It was at times really good, at times really bad. But like I said, the camera work was amazing. There were some really quick cuts and really slow moving zoom in to the scenery cuts, and I thought the mixture was perfect. Definitely one of those type of films that I would want to see in 3D for the depth of field, not like the arrows flying at me, but just seeing that scenery and seeing the vast forests that they run through and that they eventually chop down would have been absolutely amazing. As I said, it's the first part, so I really do want to watch the second part now. I'm looking forward to buying it, if I could find it online for cheap, because I can only find a US import. But yeah, overall, it was a long film, but worth my time. I did like it, and it was a really interesting insight into a piece of history that I didn't even know about, wasn't even aware of. So I recommend it.